pockets of my different foliage. And we'll double count because we need to make sure that we have 8 pieces of these. So we'll go 1. And if we have more, that's just a bonus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to set these 2 aside for a reason. And then, remember, we need at least 16 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this is what we have left over, and I'm going to set these aside. And then once again, 8 pieces of this. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 2 pieces left over. So we're going to set those aside. And then we have foliage left over, y'all. So we're going to set that aside too. Okay, so you see we're going to have a little bit of leftovers. And we're going to set those aside. Because in my mind right now I have a plan for them. Okay, so there are those. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3 sunflowers. Okay, we're going to have the large one. We'll set those aside. And we'll load up our board. Once again, you'll need 8 pipe cleaners, zip ties, viewer's choice, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then load the board up. Once again, we're going to start there at the end. And then skip a hole, middle, skip a hole. And then I flip the board and do the other side. I find folding my pipe cleaners in half makes it go quicker. Kind of like those of you that do zip ties, you have your method of loading the boards that goes really fast. I haven't gotten that method down first. I am sure, I know it's painful watching me load a board because I was doing an event with Lori, and she watched it. She snatched the board from me. So never mind, I'll do it. It was very painful to watch, y'all. She found out right then and there Jackie don't make flowers. Yep. Everything that I'm using tonight is in the kit. Toot, toot, toot. And then real quick, we'll cut our ribbon. And once again, with the ribbon, we're going to do the same thing and just do 12 inches. Okay, because that's all we need, because we're just using this ribbon kind of like the leaves. Okay, everybody with me? So we're going to cut 8 pieces. Again, 12 inches. I did use ribbon in the centerpiece. So we're using this because to give that color of the leaves. And because this ribbon is narrow, I wouldn't cut more than 4 pieces at a time when making your dovetail. Okay, there's our ribbon. We'll set that aside. And then once again, we're going to need 8 pieces of mesh, 20 inches long. 8 pieces, 20 inches long. Alright, so here we go. Now we're going to put our mesh on and rock and roll along. And if you want to, when you're putting your mesh on, put your mesh on. And then that way you don't have to come back. And grab your goodies. And I have the hand strength to do this. Not everybody has the hand strength to do it. And that's why I recommend that you hot glue it. But since I have the hand strength to do this, I'm just going to tie these in and go on. I have the hand strength of like if you were using zip ties. So I'm just going to tie these and go on. I wish my dogs would have a panic attack when my husband gets home. I'm just saying. Hello. I think for me it's quicker to do it this way. And I'm moving a little bit faster because the ribbon and everything is going to be similar to the centerpiece, but the placement of the flowers and how I do a bow for the wreath is going to be different. So that's why I'm kind of just rocking and rolling through this portion of it, is to get to the good stuff. So what do y'all think about the wreath and centerpiece? Should we do more kits that are wreath and centerpiece? A lot of people that may not have centerpieces year round do them during the holidays for Christmas and Thanksgiving. For some people, it's not a year round thing, it's just a holiday thing. trying to move as quick as possible, y'all, just to get to the gist. So please forgive my silence. For those of you that just came in, we're on the wreath portion. Watch the replay to get the centerpiece. Don't worry, here in a minute I'll fluff all that out. I'm just trying to rock and roll for y'all, because what we're doing right now was basically how we did the centerpiece. Alright, so now we'll put our ribbon on. Once again, the ribbon was cut 12 inches. And as I go around and put my ribbon on, I'll fluff these pieces out. Because what I'm going to do now is I'll kind of weave my pieces around my ribbon. And I'm going to tuck one tail kind of underneath, like so. Yeah, you can use it on a sideboard table. I mean, there's all kinds of options for a place to put a centerpiece. And like I said, most people that they may not use a centerpiece year-round. I don't use a centerpiece year-round, and I make this stuff. But come holidays, I do. Some people, they don't feel like their table is made or without a centerpiece. Yeah, I don't have a coffee table in my living room. I have two end tables. So the centerpiece would go on my kitchen table. I'm telling you, you wouldn't believe how many people feel like they don't feel like they need a centerpiece all year long. And then the holidays come along. I did that for a long time. I used TV trays as end tables for a very long time because I couldn't commit to finding the end tables that I liked. Because when it comes to furniture and making a commitment, I'm so picky. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a bow really quick. And we're going to make a simple, nice bow, y'all. And I mean simple. So in the kit, there'll be some other pipe cleaners, white ones. We'll just go ahead and grab one of those. And what you're going to do is you're going to dovetail your ribbon first. And then pull some ribbon off the roll. And I want my tail, ideally, to be as long as the wreath for a reason. Okay? So I'm going to measure my tail to be as long as the wreath. And then we're going to start making our first loop. Like I said, this is just going to be a nice, simple bow. And then you pinch, 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 pinch. And then what you want to do with your bottom ribbon here is twist it. Just a twist, one time. And then make your other loop. Okay? And then on the other side, you gotta twist it again. And we're gonna make this loop, I mean just slightly large, just slightly larger, my friends, just slightly. And then we're gonna loop it again. And with the ribbon I have left over, I'm closely monitoring because I want there to be, this is all that's left on the roll. I want there to be enough. Okay. And we're gonna make one more loop. And these two bottom loops are going to be the same size. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Then you want to twist. And that's going to be a total of 6 loops. And then you want to do one final twist. So everything is upright. And then you want to take your pipe cleaner or a zip tie. You can take a zip tie. For those of you that don't have good hand strength, have a zip tie ready. And then twist, twist, twist. And that's going to be all the ribbon. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put our bow in at the very, very, very top. Okay? And there's 2 ways to do this. Number 1, if you're using zip ties, take your pipe cleaner and put it through. But since I'm not using zip ties, I'm going to find my cutters. I'm going to snip that. And then I'm just going to tie this in with my pipe cleaner. Like so. And then I want to pull my tails down. Pull my tail down and out of the way. And then fluff my bow out. Like I said, we're just making a nice, simple bow. Okay? Now, to add our flowers, we're going to start with the big honking one at the top. So what we're going to do, once again, is we're going to take 2 pipe cleaners, bring them together. Twist, 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 twist. We'll get to these in a minute. Don't worry about them just at the moment. Shoot some hot glue into the stem. And we're going to set that on there, and then we'll come back to it in a minute. Alright, so we're going to take our other pipe cleaners in the center, and we're going to bring two of these together and do the same thing again. Twist, twist, twist. Now, when you twist up your pipe cleaners, if they're uneven, you really want to cut them off just till they're even, because you want both pipe cleaners going into the stem of your sunflower, and that's really important for the strength, okay? And we want to make sure to tilt that sunflower down. And this next one, we're going to kind of part the seas a little bit here. And we're going to come down to our very bottom pipe cleaners. Twist, twist, twist. Now I can tell you right now, these are going to be a little bit long. You want to cut them down to where they're about 1 inch long. This one is about 1.5 inches, so we're going to have to cut it off. Inject our hot glue. And then we're going to tilt our sunflower down. And we're going to kind of tilt these just a little bit. Give them a little bit of personality, my friends. Okay? Just a little bit. Not much. Give them a little personality. And then with our ribbon tails, now we're going to come down the side of the wreath. And there's one pipe cleaner that we left open. It's not the whole pipe cleaner, but we don't need the whole pipe cleaner. It's just an end. And we're going to pinch this up. And we're just going to wrap the pipe cleaner around it, because it doesn't really take much. We're just going to wrap the pipe cleaner around it to hold the ribbon tail. And then we're going to do the same thing down here on this ribbon. And then curl the ribbon up. Like so. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Once again, take your ribbon gently, come down the side. Want to shape it kind of as you go down, and then pinch, pinch, pinch. Pull your one pipe cleaner out, and you just want to twist it around. I'm wrapping it around the ribbon, because it doesn't take much. It's not going to come loose. I'm wrapping it around the ribbon. And then we'll go down one more time. And if these two sides aren't perfectly even, it's okay, y'all. They don't have to be even. And then we'll go back and fluff, 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 fluff. Now, remember the leftover pieces? That I had stowed away over here? These. There was 2 of each. And then there was some leftover greenery. Waste not, want not, y'all. We're using everything in this kit tonight. Everything. Everything. Okay? Because the first thing we're going to do, is, because these are so light and we're just going back in, we're just going to take some hot glue and we're going to go under the corners here and stick these out to the side on the top. And that's just to fill the top out a little more because that's kind of what you want with when you're doing a wreath. So I'm lifting my bow up and I'm going underneath everything to stick those in. And there's one piece left, so I'm just going to go at the top with it. And center, because that would make 3 pieces at the top. And that just gives it balance. So we'll go ahead and come back in with our foxtail. And we're going to go between everything once again and under. Notice how that's filling that out. And then we'll come back in with our 2 other pieces. So this is the wreath, my friends. And then we had these green pieces left over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am a waste not, want not kind of person. So what I'm going to do, I believe, like I said, these are so lightweight, and that's a little long. We're going to cut these just a little bit shorter, about 1 leaf shorter. Because that's just, I don't want it sticking out that far because then it sticks out like a sore thumb. We're going to shave 1 leaf off of these at the bottom. Because too long is too long, y'all. I don't care what you do in life, size does matter. Alright, so we're going to come back in and just kind of go over it. And these are so lightweight, y'all, they're not going to come out. Okay? And we're just going to add these in. That way there's no waste to the whole kit. We literally used everything in the kit. I mean, everything has been used. Except the zip ties. Okay. I'm going to solve that in a minute. Hold on. I'm going to solve that in just 1 minute. And these little baby pieces, I'm just going to sneak in down here around the bottom. Now, here at Unique in the Creek, we would hate for the zip ties to feel left out. I'm not opening a new pack. I'm going to put 3 zip ties together. Because you got to have a way to hang a wreath, right? And I'm going to go through these 2 holes. Ta-da! I use the zip ties. And I'm here to tell y'all, on the back of these, I don't care. Nobody's going to see this, but I'm more concerned about leaving these too sharp and somebody cutting themselves. So I really don't care how this looks back here. I'm just letting y'all know. If this is the back of the wreath, this is the, like, nobody's going to see the hanger most of the time. But I'm leaving these on here. I've accidentally cut myself on zip ties that I've cut before. So there's your wreath. And there's the centerpiece. Now, believe it or not, the centerpiece has highs and lows. Let me show you. The centerpiece has highs and lows. This sits a little bit higher, so it domes down. You tilt these flowers to give it a different look, which goes for a centerpiece, okay? Your wreath tiers down in size from large, and then you always want to tilt your sunflowers, give them a little personality. Ta-da! Wreath Centerpiece. Dun-dun-dun. And it only took me an hour 30. I'm proud of myself. It didn't take me that long. And I literally have nothing but zip ties left from that kit. I would kind of like these tails in here. I wouldn't use them like as, I would use them as leaves and really like curl them up. Take them between two fingers and really kind of curl them up to give them like a leaf-like life. Instead of sticking straight out like we usually do with ribbon tails. Does that make sense? Curl them up a little bit. Give them a little bit of personality. Okay. All right, y'all. I don't think I'm live Saturday, am I? Am I? I don't think so. Not this week. All right. I might be wrong. I can't remember. All right, y'all. I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great rest of your evening, and I will in a great rest of the week. I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.